V. What if I told you that some of Europe's most breathtaking landscapes are just a train ride away from one of the world's busiest cities? While millions of tourists crowd into expensive tour buses, there's a secret that locals have known for centuries. 5 magical train journeys that will transport you from the chaos of London into landscapes so stunning you'll forget you're still in England. And the best part? You can do all of these as day trips. I'm about to show you rolling hills that look like they're painted by fairy tales, ancient castles rising from morning mist, and coastlines that will make your Instagram explode. But here's the catch. One of these journeys hides a secret stop that 99% of travelers miss completely. So grab your phone, screenshot the station names I'm about to share, because by the end of this video, you'll have 5 incredible adventures mapped out. Let's go. Journey 1. London to Bath Spa Journey. Number 1 starts at London Paddington Station. And this isn't just any train ride. The 1 hour and 25-minute journey to Bath Spa is like watching England's greatest hits roll past your window. As your train pulls away from London's urban sprawl, something magical happens. Within just 30 minutes, you're deep in the heart of the Cotswolds, that postcard-perfect region that defines quintessential England. Picture this. Endless rolling hills painted in every shade of green imaginable. Stone cottages, with roofs so perfectly weathered they look like they grew from the earth itself. These are unjust any stones. This is the famous Cotswold limestone that glows honey gold in the sunlight. But here's what most travelers miss. Around the 45-minute mark, keep your eyes glued to the right side of the train. You'll catch glimpses of medieval villages that time forgot, with church spires piercing morning mist, like something from a fantasy novel. As you approach Bath, the landscape opens into the stunning Avon Valley, snake alongside the tracks. And then, BAM, the Georgian crescents of Bath appear like a perfectly choreographed reveal. Its architecture so beautiful, UNESCO made the entire city a World Heritage Site. Journey 2. London to Canterbury. Journey number 2 departs from London Victoria. And this 1 hour and 30-minute ride will take you through what the Romans called the Garden of England. And trust me, they weren't exaggerating. Within minutes of leaving London's suburbs behind, you're surrounded by Kent's famous hop fields. These are unordinary farms. These are the landscapes that have been brewing Britain's beer for over 1,000 years. Those distinctive cone-shaped buildings you'll see. They're called oast houses, and they're as uniquely English as red phone boxes. Originally built to dry hops for brewing, they now dot the countryside like architectural gems from another era. But the real magic happens around the 1 hour mark. The train curves through ancient apple orchards that burst into clouds of pink and white blossoms in spring. Local legend says these are the same orchards that supplied fruit to medieval pilgrims walking to Canterbury Cathedral. Pro tip, sit on the left side of the train after Ashford ULL. Get incredible views of traditional English villages where thatched roofs and Tudor timber framing create scenes so perfect. They look almost too good to be real. And then Canterbury Cathedral's towers rise from the landscape like medieval skyscrapers, marking the end of one of England's most historically significant journeys. Journey 3. London to Winchester. Journey 3 starts at London Waterloo. And this 1 hour and 10-minute ride south is like traveling through England's ancient heart. Hampshire's landscape unfolds like pages from a history book. Within 40 minutes, you're deep in countryside that hasn't changed much since medieval times. Ancient beechwoods crowd the railway line, their canopies so thick that the train carriage dims as you pass through nature's cathedrals. But the real showstopper comes as you approach Winchester. The train climbs onto the South Downs, those rolling chalk hills that have inspired English poets for centuries. From your window, you can see Iron Age hill forts crowning distant peaks, their earthworks still visible after 2,000 years. Keep watching for the picture-perfect villages of Micheldever and Winchester approaches. Thatched cottages cluster around village greens where cricket has been played since Shakespeare's time. It's England at its most romantically perfect. And here's something incredible. Winchester was England's capital before London ever mattered. As your train pulls into the station, you're arriving in the city that once ruled all of Anglo-Saxon England. Journey 4. London to Oxford back to Paddington Station for Journey 4. But this time we're re-heading west for a 1 hour ride that follows one of England's most famous rivers, The Thames Valley train journey is pure liquid poetry. For almost the entire hour, the River Thames weaves alongside your tracks like a silver ribbon through the landscape. This is on the industrial Thames of London. This is the river that inspired the wind and the willows. Weeping willows trail their branches and the current ancient stone bridges arch gracefully over the water. And riverside meadows stretch toward distant horizons. Watch for the historic locks and weirs, some dating back to medieval times. These engineering marvels have been managing the Thames for centuries, creating the peaceful backwaters that make this valley so magical. But nothing prepares you for the approach to Oxford. Those famous dreaming spires gradually appear on the horizon, like a mirage of learning and tradition. You're seeing the same view that has inspired scholars, writers, and world leaders for nearly 1,000 years. Fun fact, sit on the right side of the train, and you'll pass Christchurch Meadow, the inspiration for Alice's adventures in Wonderland. Yes, this is where Lewis Carroll first imagined Alice tumbling down the rabbit hole. Journey 5. London to Brighton. Our final journey starts at London Victoria again. But this 1-hour trip south is completely different, and it includes one of England's most dramatic landscape reveals. For the first 30 minutes, you're crossing London's southern suburbs. But don't zone out, because what happens next is pure magic. Suddenly, spectacularly, the South Downs rise before you, like green waves frozen in time. These aren't just hills, they're ancient chalk downlands that have been shaped by sheep, wind, and weather for thousands of years. The train climbs steadily through villages that cling to hillsides like clusters of jewels, Hassocks, Burgess Hill, and Haywards Heath. Each one a perfect example of how the English countryside has evolved over centuries. But here's the moment that makes this journey legendary. Just before Brighton, the train plunges into a tunnel beneath the South Downs. For nearly 2 minutes, you're in complete darkness, and then you burst into sunlight, and there it is. The English Channel stretching to the horizon like a sheet of hammered silver. There, the contrast is so sudden, so spectacular, that passengers literally gasp. Brighton's Victorian Pier appears like something from a carnival dream. The Regency terraces cascade down toward the sea, and you realize you've just experienced one of the most dramatic train arrivals in Europe. 5 journeys, 5 completely different experiences. 5 reasons why the train might just be the most underrated way to see England. Which journey surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let me know which one you're booking first. And here's that secret I promised. The Canterbury journey. Get off one stop early at Schlim. It's a medieval village so perfect, it's been used in dozens of period dramas, but 99% of tourists skip right past it. If this video made you want to ditch the rental car and embrace the rails, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, so you never miss my latest adventures. I've got more hidden gems and travel secrets coming your way every week. And if you know someone who loves travel or is planning a trip to England, share this video with them. Thank you for showing them these incredible journeys that most tourists never discover. Until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and remember, sometimes the journey really is more beautiful than the destination.